Hi guys, I just wanted to shoot a quick video about food prepping, meal prepping. I know that can be an issue for some of you who haven't done it before, so I just kind of wanted to show you what it looks like. I usually do this on either Saturday or Sunday, but just whenever you have about a good hour and a half during the week or on the weekend, whenever you can fit it in, it's good to just get yourself prepared to be successful. If you've got the right foods ready, you're less likely to reach for something bad if you're in a hurry and you get to the point of being super starving. It's always good to have it ready there for you. So either you have it ready at home and you take it with you when you go out, whether that's work or you know you're going to be gone from the house for quite a few hours. Take stuff with you so you're eating the right stuff and making good choices so that you can just be successful. So how I start my food prepping is usually the weekly store ads come in the mail on Thursday. And I'll take those. There's 4 stores that are within a mile of my house that I always check their prices on stuff I know I'm going to use for food prepping. So it's Giant Eagle, Mark's, Aldi's, and there's a chain out here by me in Canton called Fisher's. So I check all those, just circle which place I'm going for what, and when I leave to do my shopping on Saturdays, I just take those ads with me. And even if it's 2 things, I'll still go to each store just for those 2 things to save money. Most of the time it's hard to beat all these prices, but this week actually all 4 stores had something that was on sale and cheaper than Aldi's, so I hit all 4 stores. Bring that all home, and then I usually food prep Sunday, or if I start cooking dinner or whatever on Saturday and I already have a lot of that same stuff out for my dinner, I'll just keep on going and just go ahead and food prep while I have it out. So I will food prep for my breakfasts. Sometimes, usually I eat in the morning either a shake or I have something really quick like, I love to microwave eggs. It sounds weird, but it's really fast and to me it still tastes just as good. So I will take a bowl, spray it with olive oil spray, throw in some cut up peppers and onions, which I prepare on the weekend too. Last week I had this container here, was full of peppers and onions because both my daughter and I both use those a lot. And I will throw those in the bowl, you know, nice size, about a half a handful, and then 2 eggs, scramble that up, throw some pepper on it, and put it in the microwave. And that will be my breakfast. Usually I microwave it and then jump in the car and get driving to work. I actually had a lot of that container left, so I threw that in my chili meat. I used to baggie up the peppers and onions, but they kind of turned slimy in the bag after, I don't know, the 3rd or 4th day. So it worked a lot better with that container. They were absolutely fine. But I had a lot left, so I threw them in this chili meat. So this is 2 pounds of ground turkey and peppers and onions. And seasonings I added to this, I used chili powder, and then we had red pepper, paprika. This is a really cool rainbow peppercorn grinder. I found that at Aldi's. That's cool, real good peppery taste. This is called Peppadew. This is from Mark's. This has sweet, whatever that says, kind of peppers and cilantro. And as always, salt-free seasoning. We don't want to be using salt or seasoned salt. Salt makes you retain water, so it's going to, you know, that equals retaining weight. So threw all of that in there and browned that up. And then with that, I've got my beans cooking. They cooked for about an hour. I think they got about 10 more minutes to go. But yes, those are real beans that I had to boil. That's they came from Aldi's too. I'll use the light red or the dark kidney beans. I do use canned beans too if I'm in more of a hurry. Those are fine. I just don't usually use those chili beans. Those are really kind of mushy to me and not as good of a fiber content, not as great for you. So I'll use those. So I'm putting those together. What else is going in the chili is crushed tomatoes, a can of Rotel, a can of tomato sauce. I'm going to mix that all together, and that's going to be our dinner tonight. Okay. What I plan on doing is hopefully there's some left over, and I'm going to mix that for one of my prepped meals. So I'm going to take the leftover chili, and I'm going to mix that with, I'm going to make this quinoa. Okay. 2 boxes of that, and then I have my fresh kale. I'm going to chop that up after the quinoa is cooked, mix that in there, and I'm going to throw the kale in just at the end. just to tender it up a little bit, not a whole lot till it's mush, but I'm going to make that, and then I'm going to, that's kind of like a casserole. I'm going to throw it in some storage containers and put probably one in the fridge and put the rest in the freezer. Okay, so I'm always thinking of how I can make myself some meals while I'm cooking. How can I turn the leftover into something that I prep for lunch? The other things I have going on the stove here, these are some garbanzo beans or chickpeas. Those are real too. I'm going to save that, put them in the fridge for putting on salads and stuff. But that's those came from Aldi's too. Okay, and I've got some hard-boiled eggs back there. I use those for my snacks. It's a good source of protein. So I will boil those, peel those, and put them in baggies and put them in the fridge so I can grab those real quick when I'm making my lunch at night, which I always make my lunch at night so that I'm prepared. Okay. Over here is veggies. I always take veggies for at least one of my snacks a day, if not two. But I tend to eat a lot of fruits and veggies for my snacks. That's kind of what you should be doing on the cleanse, but even as I continue off the cleanse and just, you know, continue working to reach my goals, I just love eating veggies. So this is what I do, is I just chop them all up. Okay, we got carrots, we got mixed mini peppers, and I've got cucumbers, and this is one of my baggies. This will be my snack I take tomorrow. I like a variety in there. There's celery, carrots, peppers, and cucumbers all in there. Okay, and then I make a couple of those, but some of those don't stay good all week. The peppers and cucumbers turn slimy. So your celery and your carrots always will stay good all week long. But the other stuff, sometimes I'll just throw that in the night before if I have a bunch of baggies of carrots and celery made up. I also make usually a container full of veggies. Okay, a Ziploc container. Just full of cut up veggies, because a lot of my family members at home here are eating clean too, so they can always go in there and grab a snack, and then if I run out of my baggies, I just grab a handful, throw it in a bag, and I'm on my way. I also have some strawberries and blueberries back here. I will cut up the strawberry and throw some blueberries in with it and put those in a baggie for a snack. Again, the strawberries don't stay good very long that way, but I also will take a very small baggie, maybe a Greek yogurt, the 100-calorie Greek yogurt. So when I open the yogurt, I take, it's like a half a handful of the berries, and I throw those on top, and that's really, really good. Okay. Some tips with the snacks. I have these little containers like these. They're really small. I will put either some hummus. Aldi's has the best prices on hummus, but not the best variety. I'll throw some hummus in there to dunk my veggies in. It's a much better substitute than your ranch dip or whatever kind of dip. And then I'll also maybe sometimes put some peanut butter in there. If I'm taking a cut up apple or celery, I will take that with peanut butter. And this is natural peanut butter, which makes sure you're getting natural because it's not as much sugar as regular peanut butter. Actually, Aldi's has lowered the price of their natural peanut butter to the same price as regular, so it's only $1.49. Okay, so that's kind of how I prep my snacks. Sometimes also what I'll make for snacks is protein balls. So over here is the stuff that I have for protein balls. This is your oats with flax in it. Okay, and I'm going to put some natural peanut butter, raisins, and cinnamon, and honey. So depending on how many I want to make, I'll probably take about 6 bags of that oatmeal. And then peanut butter, raisins, I'll probably put 2 boxes of raisins in there. Maybe sometimes some walnuts. You can get, make a variety. I found the ones that stay the best and stay moist are ones that you put a banana in. And I first thought that it would turn weird. The banana would turn brown or something, but it didn't. It just stays really moist and it's really good. But I mix it all together and just kind of get a decent consistency. I just am the type of cook that kind of throws things in and see how it comes out. And I don't measure and all that stuff. So that's not something I can share with you guys. But mix it all together into balls that are kind of on the moister side because they do dry out throughout the week. Put like 2 balls in a bag and baggie these up for snacks for the week too and keep them in the fridge. So this is what I'm making for my breakfast bake. I'm going to make a bake this week. I'm going to put about 1/4 of that package of turkey bacon in. I'm going to cook that up first, throw it in the pan. Now these are leftover sweet potatoes I had from during the week, so they're already cooked. But did you know you can cook a sweet potato in the microwave for 3 minutes and you have yourself a really fast, good source of your complex carb. So we eat a lot of sweet potatoes around here, and I just microwave them, stab them with a fork, microwave 3 minutes, let them cool off, and the skin just peels off. Even easier than a hard-boiled egg. And I just eat it plain, but it's still sweet and it's still good. But anyways, I'd spray this pan. I'm going to cut up that sweet potato, cut up those peppers. It's a sweet onion. I'm going to use about half of that. Put all that in there. I'm going to take about probably 8 eggs and beat those with a little bit of water just to thin it out a little bit. And bake that in the oven. When it comes out, cut it up in squares. I'm going to baggie those up, put about 3 of them in the fridge, and put the rest in the freezer. So that's kind of going to set me up for the week for my breakfast and my snacks. I will also use this oatmeal for breakfast too. I'll take usually 1 envelope, sometimes 2 if I'm super hungry, but usually just 1 because I put a lot of fruit in it. So if you actually microwave it with some raspberries or blueberries or blackberries, they kind of melt into it and it's really good too. But if you just cook it regularly or regular oats, don't really want to boil the oats because it makes them so they're just like mush. But put that, always some peanut butter because you need your protein. Spoon of peanut butter. When that comes out of the microwave, maybe throw some walnuts and cut up an apple on top of it or raisins. Just, you got to experiment to find stuff that's really going to taste good for you because eating right doesn't always taste the best, so it takes a little work to find stuff that you love. So I started to love onions and garlic and stuff like that I didn't used to eat a lot of, but now I do just because, I'm trying to get some flavor. So, as you can see, this food prepping business, yes, makes a mess. Makes a mess, but it's really worth your time and effort, so hopefully you guys get into it. I just turn on music, blast it, and get busy in the kitchen, knowing that I'm going to be successful for the week, so I feel good. So there you guys go. Hope you enjoyed the tour of the meal prepping. And good luck to you this week on your journey. Take it easy.